You all finish up your final talk. And he did. Oh, yeah. That's why he has a hero point, because he had none earlier. And the Goblin King comes up to you.
I hope you enjoyed the dinner and the camaraderie that we've had tonight.
Right, it's been wonderful. A little eye-opening too.
Can
Very much so.
Can I count on your support then?
Or?
Well, as we make our way, trying to make better the poor and allow for an equality and equity, a chance for all that live in Absalom to rise up out of the water. We are looking for all those that can support us. Now, I understand you originally wanted to speak regarding the deaths. I do believe some of you did speak to some of my advisors, yes?
That is
Right,
correct.
yes.
It is unfortunate in a lot of ways that the deaths are occurring now. We are just trying to make a peaceful transfer, but it seems that there are other things at play.
Such as, can you help us? We were trying to find out who's doing it and how we can stop it.
Well, if I knew that, I would immediately take care of it, and that would just boost me up.
Right, fair enough. I'm sorry, I was just hoping for a little bit more.
I understand that. We all seek answers. Even I, many days, wonder what is going on in the puddles. Why death is so prevalent. Why? We are walked upon by those with means and money. Do you understand what I say?
I do.
Good.
He smiles.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. If you say all these things and you want to help these people against the people with power and money, why spend it so flauntingly on a meal like this? Surely a conversation could have happened over a simple table.
Because there are times that you have to show strength and power so that people believe that you have the ability to lead, that you have the ability to fight, that you have the ability to stand up for those under you. A simple meal is nice and all, but a simple meal does not do justice to what we are trying to accomplish. A simple meal will be good, but it is not as if,
And he looks down at his outfit.
I know that my clothing, my crown, emblems at best. I am a king, but I am not a king with money. I am not a king with power, other than what I wield right now here in the puddles. But with help from outsiders, from others, such as you, Marcus, such as you, Gorak, such as you, Neri, and such as you, Beck, you can help us. You can stop these deaths that we have seen Are you willing to take that step?
Always. Just
I
don't
will
forget who
always-
you are. As long as you don't forget who you are beneath the crown and the clothes and the titles, then yes, I'll help.
As will I.
I'm sorry,
I
Marcus. What were you saying?
I will always be there to support the downtrodden and helping raise them up. See that they are given the same chance that everyone else should have.
This is what I say then. Walk the streets among the people. See what they have to say. Then come back and speak with me again.
All right. Sounds simple enough.
Good.
He bows before you, before he leaves, along with several of the others, kind of in varying degrees and locations. They come up to you, of course. Thank you for your time. And, of course, look forward to seeing you again. Marcus, you do notice that Flirk kind of sends several of his security with the king, but does stick around to hopefully speak with you off in a corner.
Marcus waits until people are starting to mill about and casually walks over to the corner.
Thank you for coming over and speaking to me. During the dinner, I did not feel it safe to speak to you, but after seeing your interaction with Velkic and additionally, your words spoken with me, I believe that I can speak to you in confidence. But I must have your word on Sarenrae.
You have it. By the light of the Dawnflower.
You see as he once again moves his hands to his heart area, but this time he reaches in and pulls out a small amulet. And you look at it, and it is an object of undeniable beauty. Give me a society check.
All right.
All right, that's enough. You recognize the craftsmanship as dwarven.
This is the Golden Heartstone. He smiles. As I spoke to you earlier, I made mention of changes that we want here and protection of those around us. What is not known is all of the differences and alliances among those that are advisors. This was given to me many years ago by Rickon. We have had to keep our relationship quiet, as we have worked hard to help develop this goblin society. But the murders have me worried. Not just for me, and not just for Rickon, but for something no other goblin knows, and no other resident of the puddle knows. Our daughter. She has been hidden for many years in plain sight. But with the way the murderers are going, I worry that the puddles will fall in one way or another. And what that means, I don't know. So I implore you, if you are able, find those that are doing the killings. Murders in the puddles are not unusual, but they are generally tied to something. Crime, drugs, different factions trying to control neighborhoods. But when innocents, such as those most recent, perish, no one is safe. He slides the golden heartstone back under his shirt, and he looks at
Is
you.
there anything that you can tell me? Anywhere you might recommend I start the search?
The king was right. You need to speak with those in the puddles. You can oftentimes glean information, but the slums, more specifically, the slums near the Sagi Piper. Several of the murders have happened in that area. You know of the Sagi Piper, yes?
Yes.
There's a couple of small-time gangs in the area, but I'm not sure they're the ones involved. Be wary as you walk.
We will do so. I thank you for your assistance and for sharing this with me.
Of course. He nods at you. There is a kind look on his face, but what it means, you're not entirely sure. Couple of quick questions. Who got Kroglered? That was Gorak? Okay.
I spoke with him. I didn't get any influence with him.
Oh.
I don't know if someone else did. I think someone else did.
Oh, it was Neri. Okay. I'm just looking at some numbers real quick. And who, the other one that I'm curious about is... Actually, no, that's good. All right, sweet. Now that I know those, I was just checking on things. All right, so Marcus comes back to the party after, and you all see that he's speaking with Blurg.
Beck is just kind of waiting on Marcus to come back. He sees he's in deep thought, kind of pulled into himself for a bit.
Gorak?
Oh.
Or were you still going back? I'm sorry.
No, I was just like, Dawn's frozen. What's happening?
Oh, I didn't know if Gorak was, or Beck was still doing something. Or...
Nope. He just kind of pulled into himself.
Well, once they've sort of cleared out, Gorak will, as Marcus comes back, he tries to sort of, look and sort of motion to each of the individuals in the group to sort of like get together. I think we need to see if we've learned anything useful here. I learned a little, but not as much as I would like.
I think I have a place for us to start.
That's good, because some of them have some interesting notions about how things are here.
I'm sure.
So where is your lead? Take us.
To the slums.
It's a start, at least. Unless anyone else has got anything from any of them.
No, the sounds fine.
Well, I guess we're done here.
As you all begin to walk out,
Marcus takes another pickle with him.
of course,
He's feeling a bit better after that conversation.
you hear feet sounding as if they are running full speed. And you can tell these are goblin feet. These are definitely not human. They are moving quickness. They are tapping on the floor completely barefoot. And the next thing you know, you see as Nub slides between two of you before spinning on his butt, looking up at you.
Nub is here.
Was
You
the
can see
voice
that.
close, Evelyn?
Yeah, what?
Was the voice close?
It was very close.
Okay.
He tends to be pretty nasal, so you got it there.
Perfect. Nub is here.
I know.
As the grand advisor of the Shiny,
Yes.
I offer you each a shiny.
And you see he's got several pouches around his waist.
Hmm.
With a flourish, he moves his hand and reaches into one on the right hand and pulls it out.
This for the tall and shiny man. Can I touch it again?
Marcus,
Oh,
he's
can you
talking
touch
to you
what?
again.
Your armor.
Remember he touched your armor?
Oh, yes. You may. I'd forgotten about that.
Ah, this is your parting gift, shiny.
And he holds up what you can tell at one point was a spoon. The handle's been broken off, so it's just a circular indented piece. But it's actually silver. It is a silver, so probably something that he found that had kind of floated into, floated into the area as the water came in and out.
From a mermaid's cache.
It could be. Now you, the
Thank you, Nub.
Oh, no problem. You, the furry one.
And he reaches out with his left hand into a pouch on his back and pulls it out.
This is for you.
And he holds up a metallic cog that you can see has been kind of buffed on one side, but the other side is still rusty.
Yet another cog in the wheel of life.
He hands it to you.
All right.
You, my fellow, greenish, tintish, sort of tall, but not the same, very different, but yeah, you.
Yes, my friend.
He reaches into the bag, pulls it out.
This is yours.
And he reaches up and what you see is literally a excuse me, it's a arrowhead with like one of the sides has been chipped off, so it wouldn't be useful to anybody, but there is a gleam to it. Again, you can see where one side has been buffed.
Point well taken.
And he hands it to you.
Thank you, my friend. Gorak will take it, and he's got a small little string around his neck, which is where the pilgrim's token hangs around, and he sort of like wraps the twine around the point on there and hangs it in his chest.
And you, my fellow short person.
I am.
He reaches in.
This I've been saving for some time and have not given to anyone.
And he comes around and he's doing this. I mean, this is a show. This is what the Grand Advisor of the Shiny does. He comes around and he holds it up.
Do you know what this is?
I do not know. What is it?
It is one of only two within all of Absalom.
And he quickly reaches around his back on the other side and pulls out another one that's matching.
One of only two. Of the Grand Advisor of Shinies. Locket of Amazement.
And he hands it to you. Oh, go ahead.
I'll treasure it forever.
And as you look at it, what you actually see is, or what it appears to be, is slag from a melting and molding process. With multiple like ridges and bubbles. But one of the things you do notice, and it's been again buffed, one of the things you do notice is the other one actually does match it identically, which is unusual because slag from a molting and casting process generally comes off in random shapes.
Yeah. Beck is genuinely happy and you're like, no, you didn't have to do this. This is so kind of you.
I am the Grand Advisor of the Shiny. I look forward to your return and the stories you will tell.
Well, thank you so much, Nub. I'll treasure it forever.
And he bows quickly and then walks directly between the group as he continues back into the Goblin King's court.
Well, nice to give us Parting gifts.
No, this is wonderful. Look how there's only 2 of them like this. It's limited edition.
It's true. It's true.
What is limited edition exactly? So
You know, like those things they do from like milk bottles.
no.
Well, maybe it's a Free Cities thing. River Cities.
Perhaps, yes.
So,
Ah.
after you've been gifted your items, Marcus, what happens?
After we've been gifted,
Yeah, you were just gifted those items.
I did thank him.
I know. Are you guys walking out? Are you dancing a jig? Are you gonna sit down and sleep there? I mean, you guys have to
No,
do
Right in the
something.
puddles.
Okay, no, I was like, because yeah, it's. I think it is time for us to depart. We should probably get a good night's rest and begin our questions in the morning.
That makes sense. Yes.
Right. Well, I'm good for it. The Soggy Piper then. Do they have beds? I don't remember asking.
Don't remember. Not sure it did, but didn't really ask.
So the Soggy Piper didn't have beds, but there are inns and taverns in the puddles if you wish to stay.
Yes, preferably one near the Soggy Piper.
All right. So Marcus will be staying in an inn. Gorak Bakniri.
They have an inn nearby. Might as well.
All right. So Gorak's going to stick around. Beck?
Beck gave all of his money to the goblin.
Yeah, I know he did.
So he will actually be sleeping at homeless style outside with dog.
That's not okay.
He's actually quite comfortable doing this. He's done this for a long time.
With murderers roaming the streets.
Yeah.
All right. Neri?
Neri actually would go back to the Stone Shield house. A, because she has a bed there, but B, because it's not that far and she wants to report what she's learned from the
Of course.
feast.
So we've got Beck lying outside of the inn. Hey, Shav Hunter! Gorak and Marcus will have an inn, and of course, Neri will be heading back to her bunk. Is it a bunk? Do you sleep in a bunk?
I would. I'm not very high ranked.
Right.
So I don't have my own room yet.
I mean,
I'm only a lieutenant.
only a lieutenant. Yeah, but you're a good lieutenant, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I hope so. She works hard.
So you go into the you two, Marcus and Gorak, you go into the inn, and it's called the Drunken Trout.
Okay.
Now it is an inn and tavern, but the tavern seems it pales in comparison to the Soggy Piper, of course. I should write that name down, otherwise I will indeed forget it. Drunken Trout, I love it. That's a good name, Terry. Thanks, Terry. The Drunken Trout. You head inside,
so I don't forget.
you head inside, and behind the counter is just kind of a generic human woman. She stands there. She smiles at you, which you've noticed that in the puddles, you either get one or the other. You either get generally a smile or some sort of, oh, you're going to die. She looks at you. What? Hello, boys. Are you looking for a room for the night?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are.
Well, welcome to the Drunken Trout, where you can sleep with the fishes.
Yeah.
My name is Bregda.
I'm Gorak.
Well, how are you doing, Gorak?
Yeah.
Marcus. Pleasure
Marcus.
to make your acquaintance.
Now, Marcus, I must say, I'm looking at you, and you are awfully fancy to be looking at the Drunken Trout as a place to sleep. You are not in any trouble or anything, are you?
Oh, no. Just, it is for purposes of business that brings me here.
All right, I just want to make sure we don't want no trouble in the Drunken Trout. Well, I mean, we want drinking, of course, but no trouble. All right, will you two be bunking together?
Oh, no, I think we would both like separate rooms.
All right, well, what style of room would you like?
Uh,
Do you
one
want
with a bed?
fancy or normal?
Normal.
All right. And you?
What is the difference?
Oh, about a copper.
He smiles at Gorak. We'll both take fancy.
All right, it is. I'm going to need 2 copper for you, 2 copper for you. And you'll be upstairs in rooms 6 and 8.
Yeah.
Marcus
Okay.
pays for the room for Marcus pays for the room for both of them.
Thank you, I guess.
Now, you all sleep lovingly, and if you need anything, you just give me a holler and I'll come up and help you out as needed.
Much obliged.
Okay. Fancy room. Okay.
So you all make your way upstairs. You find room 6 and 8, and you open the door, and you look at it, and Marcus, you look at it, and you realize that fancy is. You're glad you got the fancy, because had you got the non-fancy, you'd be wondering what is going on. And you look at it, and there's a bed there. There's a mattress. There is a single chest for you to put things in. And that's it. There is a window in each of your rooms, though. And you realize, kind of looking at the layout, that the not fancy rooms, those definitely don't have windows. Beck, are you sleeping outside the Drunken Fish? Or Drunken Trout? Okay.
Drunken Trout, yeah.
All right. They do have a small stable, if you'd like to go in there.
Yeah. Beck will he'll resummon Dog out and is going to like cuddle up in the stables with Dog. He'll take some time to he has a little dog ball and he'll throw it and play with Dog for a bit. Gorak and Marcus will probably hear the sound of a fiddle outside as he plays. He takes his time going to sleep, and he makes sure to keep his area warm. He's been homeless before, so he knows to pack the floor. He knows to keep the water away. He's got a waterproof elk skin bed pack that he carries with him. He's not new at this. And you see, anybody passing by, rather, would see embroidered on the front of the leather is the name of Hayden Tudor. And he will, as he's bundled up nice and cozy, Dog brings the ball back and kind of cozies up with him. He will pull out the symbol of Baphomet and pray. Anybody, and he doesn't do it quietly either. He's not a man of whispers. He says, Lord Baphomet, Lord of Labyrinths, King of Minotaurs, would you kindly just stop for a while? Let the world be at peace. Be kind to those around you and maybe just stop. It's all right to just live. You don't have to be evil. I know you're probably not listening to me. But if you are, let's play sometime. And he'll cozy up and go to sleep.
Can you give me a stealth roll?
Yeah. I'm actually not bad at that, but Beck is not incredibly stealthy.
All right, thank you. All right, you guys go through the night. You sleep, so go ahead, do your rest for the night.
All right.
And you gather together the next day. You were sent word, Neri, where they were staying. So you know to head to the Drunken Trout. An odd name, of course, to you, but go ahead.
Question.
Yes.
This has decided to tell me that I've slept in my armor and has given me fatigue. I would have not slept in my armor.
Just right-click that.
Okay.
Okay, I was curious about that. I saw that. I'm like, what?
I already took it off.
Is there something we need to do, like when we do our rest? And
no, I've got to turn that off. I got to.
Okay.
That's a me thing.
Okay, just wanted to check.
So you guys gather together, and what is it? You're gonna start going through the puddles, the slums.
Yes. Yeah, starting in the area of the tavern. What was it, the Soggy Puddle or Soggy?
Well, you got
The Soggy Piper.
You have to leave
Soggy
the
Piper.
Drunken Trout first. So
Well, yes.
right, no.
No, probably should. Is the woman still there in the morning?
Well, of course she is.
Yeah, of course.
Look at you, shiny man. You freshen up quite nice.
Oh, thank you. So, it occurs to me that I must apologize last night. I was a bit weary, and I had not thought to actually mention the reason why I'm here. My friends and we are currently investigating the rather gruesome murders that have been taking place in the puddles.
You see she kind of freezes up at that. I've heard about them.
Is there anything more that you can tell me? Even if I do not wish to put you in any danger, madam. If there is somewhere you can point me to, no one needs to know that we spoke.
She kind of looks around for a moment. Keep an eye out for the ones in the hoods. That's all I can tell you.
He smiles and reaches into a pouch, pulls out a silver piece, and slides it across the desk to her.
She takes it, slides it into a pocket, and kind of nods at you before she immediately kind of goes to her ledger and begins kind of writing in it and whatnot, trying to kind of forget that the conversation has ever happened.
Figured the silver might help.
You head out. You get our lovely friend Beck. Neri does show up well rested, and, as always, prepared. And you begin to make your way towards the Soggy Piper. And as you walk,
We get a map.
you arrive. Don't arrive, you're continuing walking, but Neri, you see the one in the cloak first.
Ooh.
And in fact, oh, and Beck
Yep.
also sees the cloaked figure looks at you, and you can see there's kind of a sneer.
If Marcus notices Neri tense up or go on alert, he's going to draw his blade.
That's fine.
You ask too many questions. It's time for you to disappear.
And with that, I'm going to ask the group the ever famous question. Would you roll for perception?
Oh my gosh. Okay, once again, I'm going to say it's
Okay.
intentional. The healer goes last.
Yeah, that's intentional.
That's intentional. Ooh.
Hey, guess what? You don't go last.
Oh man, you ruined my plan.
And actually, this works out great because Beck and Neri are the two that can actually see the figure.
Yes.
And we begin.
All right. So Neri hears her say, I'm assuming, say they asked too many questions. Do not believe in curiosity at all. Most people do. And then first action will be to let me double check this.
While you're double checking, I'm going to let people know at home. Don't forget at any time that you feel like helping out our players with hero points, though they're actually doing fairly well this week. You can always give them a hero point via their via channel points or with bits. Additionally, you can see that both Beck and Neri do have a battle medicine currently in tow. Those are givable as well if you are so inclined.
All right, so I'm going to, with this cultist that I can see here, the creature that I can see in the cloak.
Yeah, I know.
would
I've got to
like-
go back in and turn on the mystifying stuff. Which
Yes, I didn't mean to
It's fine.
reveal.
You done gave it away.
Sorry. I would like to recall knowledge.
All right. Well, do that.
I did.
Oh,
I
you clicked the button already. You did
Yeah.
indeed.
I'm so fast.
You look. You can't. You're not sure. Humanoid, definitely. Not sure of the specifics. Could be anything.
All right. Then I would like to. Let me see. This is one quick thing because I have. Okay.
Marcus, Bartle, and James.
I'm going to then move to here. And I can see others.
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
so I'm going to take one step more. And then I'm actually going to try to take cover.
All right. So,
I don't know what this level of cover would be for the macro, though.
okay. So, you're going to need to give me an actual roll. Let me double check what that is. So you're kind of pressing yourself against a wall.
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be standard cover where you're at.
Okay. So then I would let me use the thing. And as she moved and saw the other figures, she would have stated like as she was making her movement to the other people, there are two more over there and there. Like she'll point them out to everybody else
Perfect.
before she takes cover.
And thank you, Pat, for upping our players here at points. Is that all 3 of your actions?
Let's see. I'm
Move
Yes.
to cover.
and
yep,
I recall knowledge.
you hit your
I-
button. I didn't need
yeah, I-
to. So,
Yeah.
Beck, you are up.
Beck is going to call out to the knoll that he can see. Right, you want me to disappear, but I'm not very good at it. I'm not transparent, nor a ghost.
No,
How
you
should I
don't.
do that? Instructions would be nice. And he's going to cast Draw Ire. So I need a will save.
All right. What's the distance? 120 feet.
Yeah,
It is a failure. Target takes full damage and the penalty spell effect draw ire.
Sure.
Roll your damage. Wow.
And he takes a -1 to anyone, or to attack anyone but me. And then he'll go, right, guys, I think I got him properly confused. Have a little bit of courage and we'll pull through this. Right, guys? And he'll cast, he'll use Inspire Courage on his friends.
Marcus snorts to himself. Now he knows how I feel.
And that's Beck's turn. Nope, I can hit the button. I have that
I
power.
was gonna say 60-foot emanation.
Yep. This one is going to step to here. We'll see Marcus. And you see as she begins to move her hands. And she will cast Fear. Marcus, please give me a will saving throw.
All right.
It's in chat, so click. Let me rephrase that. Click the button in chat.
Oh.
Please don't just give me a
There we
regular
go.
will saving throw. So I don't have to do math. You have a hero point?
Let's do it again.
Saren Ray has spoken.
It was not meant to be.
That is its
I miss
turn.
old school paladins being immune to fear.
This one, you see, comes around. Moves for one action. And we'll cast Spiritual Weapon on Gorak.
Oh,
Oh no!
That, my friends,
Ow!
as we all know,
Is
is
it pain?
a critical.
What kind of weapon is it? What?
It's a mace.
Okay.
Ooh. Let us see. That would be the critical. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the macro. Thank you. That's a critical hit. This is a spell.
Oh, it's got a card one too. Dang.
If this is an acid bomber spell, the target takes triple damage and 1d6 persistent acid.
What's your new character, Don?
I know.
So let us do our triple damage.
Let's get ready to start applying some damage here.
That's actually not too bad.
That's not bad.
Okay, so I got to triple that, right? That's
I've got it. I've got it.
Okay,
So
you're doing
I'm going to do double,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do a single.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
For,
And then
for triple, I could take that.
yeah, I rolled really poorly, and that will end that one's turn. And we go to the third one. Who will cast a similar spell, but on a very specific person? With a miss. Gorak. Wait 1 moment.
Okay, I'm waiting 1 moment.
As we will use this right there. The little flame.
Villain point.
This is villain point.
And we'll re-roll that attack. Hey, still missed. All of that.
That was very dramatic.
It was a
Thank
very
you.
dramatic, re-roll. It was very dramatic on the triple damage, but in the end, not so impressive.
All right. So now, and so I still got to place it. So we go with Gorak.
Victory for Beck.
Okay. Well, Gorak can only see one of the Null cultists. So he's going to move up a little bit here so we can at least get an eye on around the corner. But then as he runs, he will once again reach to his staff, pull off some shards of metal, throw them in the air. And we're going to go ahead and cast. Okay, come on. The little mouse is not liking me. Go ahead and cast Needle Darts.
Damn needle darts.
So we will roll the attack on this boy over here.
That will hit.
That should be 9 damage. I think something happened to my Inspire Courage. It
Oh,
didn't
it's
add
Oh, it
any
went away,
damage.
didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
It should be 9. So I will.
Oh yeah, it says it expired.
Hold on. Oh, I don't know why it would have, but I will just add 1. There we go. Done. And while this is taking place, folks, we're giving away another shot glass tonight. You can see at the bottom of our shot glasses, we have our D20. And on the front, we have our logo. Make sure you sign up. I just posted it in chat twice by accident. All right, Gorak, do you have...
That is it. You are
Then Marcus is
trying
up.
to hurt me and my friends.
So Marcus is kind of conflicted at the moment because he's feeling both courageous and frightened at the same time.
Also,
Does Gorak need to make
Oh,
a recovery?
Yep,
check?
in chat.
Yeah.
Make
Oh,
sure
yep,
you
I'll
make
roll,
your
I'll roll
recovery
it.
check.
There we go. Ouch. That's a no.
Oh, the sixes tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Marcus feels himself trembling just a little bit, and he says, I will give you until my blade ends you and sends you back to your maker to surrender. But for now, have at thee."
Love it.
And target.
You have them. You can use them.
We only
If I
have 4
have-
minutes left in the
If
stream,
I had
so
it, yeah, what the hell?
All right.
And I
go
should
ahead.
use mine for my recovery check.
I'll
yeah.
allow you to go back and use it for your recovery check if you want.
That's
Oh,
much better.
yeah, I will.
All right.
Let me... Oh,
Nope, that was
Oh.
worse.
that was worse.
And he's going to swing again. Come on, come on. Nope. All right.
As we move into round 2, this will be the place that we end our session for the evening. The group trying to understand the murders, currently fighting some sort of cultists. Shiny's given out, and Marcus
Shiny.
given information about a child. What will happen next week? Unknown. But we will be there for the rumble in the puddles.